Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another video. First things first, the scent of the day. I'm back on this Yankee Candle Simply Home and it's in Bermuda Beach. Also, not my favorite, but trying to get through it. I have a lot of things happening. I have my Scentsy going and then I also have my patchouli incense. I wanted to share something very exciting. Yesterday, I got to make my first rainbow dozen eggs. So I have yellow, brown, dark brown, green, and white eggs in here. And I'm so excited about it. I've been waiting like probably a year to make a rainbow dozen and I finally got one. For today's video, we're gonna be unboxing and reviewing the IPSY Glam Bag X. I just recently subscribed to IPSY and this is my first Glam Bag X. If you don't know about Glam Bag X, it is the biggest box of a 3-tiered system. It does cost $55, but you're guaranteed a minimum value of $350. You get 8 full-size products in it, and you do get to customize and choose 3 of those products. The reason why it's called IPSY Glam Bag X is because it's curated by big tastemakers in the beauty industry or celebrities. And I saw on the little newspaper that it comes with that X quarters box is gonna be curated by some type of singer, so I'm interested to see who that would be. When you reach into your box, the first thing that you pull out is this immense product guide. And it's not like anything I've seen before. This is like an actual newspaper style guide. And there's a ton of pages in here. This month, the box is curated by Khloé Kardashian. Basically how this box works is Khloé picks a few products for this box, you get to pick a few products, and then they explain everything in this guide for you. So on the first page, these are all Khloé's picks. So you get to read about the pricing information, a little description about everything. So there's all her picks right there. And then you flip a page, and then these are all the choice items. So this is what everybody got to choose from. And same thing, you can read a little description, pricing information, everything like that. And these items are exclusive only to the Glam Bag X. This next page is really cool because they give you like little tutorials. And I don't know about you, but I don't know if you remember from like old 17 magazine or JM14, they used to have these like really cool celebrity quizzes. They actually have one and Khloé filled it out, so you get to kind of spy on her and learn a little bit more about her. And on the back, they have some pretty neat organization tips from Khloé's actual organization team. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you get this, it's a pretty neat read if you want to take some time and look through it. I just thought it was pretty in-depth and really neat addition to this box. Why don't we just get right on into the unboxing? Like I said, there's 8 items in here, and the first items I'm going to go over and review are going to be Khloé's picks in this box. The first item that Khloé picked is this 111 Skin Rose Gold Radiance Booster, and this has a retail value of $135. When you open the box up, it does look like this. It's a really beautiful bottle, and the product guide says that she does like to keep this on her vanity for aesthetic purposes. I don't know how true that is, but it is a pretty bottle. One thing I did notice about this is it is made in China, so I don't know if 111 Skin actually makes their products in China or if this one was just outsourced to China for the box. So that would be like a neat research topic if you were kind of into looking up those kind of things. But when I did use this, it did give my skin a radiance boost, and I did check the ingredients and they were just fine for the stuff I look for in skincare, so I'm actually looking forward to using this more and more in my routine. The second of Khloé's picks is this Rodial Pink Diamond Cleansing Balm, and it's supposed to lift and illuminate your skin. So, I have a love-hate relationship with this. First off, the retail value of this is $59 for a cleansing balm. That is insane. That is really expensive for a cleansing balm. And I typically use the Clinique cleansing balm, and I thought that was expensive. And this takes the cake for price. If you've ever used a cleansing balm before, then you know that these things are thick. I don't know why they would put such a thick product in a packaging like this, because you cannot get it out of here. I found the easiest way to get it out is to stick it on your countertop like this and then forcibly push onto it and like kind of pressurize it out of there. And when you do that, you get entirely too much product in your hands, but that's the only way I found that I can get it out of this tube effectively. Now, when I used it, it worked like a charm. It worked wonderfully. You know what it smells like? If you've ever smelled the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo, the sleep one, the purple bottle, it smells exactly like that on your skin. So if you like that smell, you would definitely like the smell of this. And I had absolutely no issues with how it worked or anything. It took off my makeup, it felt nice, it didn't leave a greasy feeling. It was just wonderful. It's just the component is horrible for this. The next product that Khloé picked is this Patrick Starrr One Size eyeshadow palette, and this is called the Visionary eyeshadow palette. This costs $42 in stores. I was excited to get this because this has been on my wish list for quite some time, and I have never actually tried any of Patrick Starr's products before, so this was very exciting to unbox. And one neat thing I found about his packaging like this is the reason why they're created like this, where they're kind of oddly shaped at the bottom, is because if you have long nails, you don't want to fidget with trying to open straight edge packaging. So these are made for people with long nails to be able to easily access the product inside. So I thought that was really well thought out, really quite different than what we usually see, because this is my only palette like that. Now, if you're wondering, yes, this is the eyeshadow palette that I am wearing on my eyes today. I'm going to insert a picture of my eyeshadow look closer up so you can see it. Open up the palette, here's what it looks like. And I'll admit it's not the most fun looking palette, but honestly I did have a lot of fun playing with this. There's a ton of things you can do with this because it has a nice range of light, medium, and deep shades. So there are literally an endless amount of possibilities that you can create with this. As I have been playing around with it, I ran into some unique formulas. Like I haven't done a thorough research or review on this, so I don't know like what the shadows are composed of or anything yet. I plan on doing a more in-depth review of this one day. But anyway, I ran into mattes. This one's a sequin for sure. And then there's shimmer shades, like this one's a shimmer. This one's practically a pressed glitter because that's how it applies, but it doesn't feel like a pressed glitter, so it's kind of an odd formula. But I had quite some trouble applying this shade, and this is a shade that I have right on from my inner corner to about a 1/4 inch of the way in, and it looks really pretty. There's no base pigment to it, it's just basically a gold glitter. I really do enjoy this palette, and I am glad to have it in my collection. Can't forget to put this little plastic piece back on. Next thing that Khloé picked is this Tower 28 lip gloss, and this retails for $14, which is a decent price in the lip gloss world. And they do sell this brand at Sephora, and it's been a really hot up-and-coming brand lately, and I've noticed a lot of people love this lip gloss, so I was stoked to get this in my box. Not only have I been dying to try this lip gloss, I've been wanting to try their cream blushes too, so maybe one day I'll get one of those. But anyway, I got mine in the shade Coconut, and I am wearing it right now, but I put it on quite a while ago, so I'm going to insert a picture now of me just applying it. So when you take it out of the packaging, it has a really cute component. It's very modern, and the tube is totally clear. And then when you open it up, it has a paddle style applicator, so you can get pretty precise lines with it. But the color isn't opaque, it's more of a sheer wash of color, but the consistency is not sticky at all. It's just a very nice hydrating lip gloss. So I'm very happy about that. The last thing that Khloé curated for this box is the Anastasia brow pen. And I did get mine in the shade Blonde, which is not usually the color that I go for, but it did happen to work for me. This brow pen retails for $22, and I am going to insert a picture of before and after of my brows while using this. Okay guys, so let me tell you, I have never used a brow pen before, so I was really scared of totally screwing up my eyebrow. Not that I can't wash it off or anything, but you know how you get a little bit nervous, like, am I gonna do this right, or totally screw up my face? But anyway, it has this really tiny precision tip, so depending on the angle you use it, if you hold it down straight and angle up, you'll get very tiny precision lines, and if you hold it more at an angle and swipe diagonal, you'll get more thick, bold lines. So it's really up to you how you want to custom use this, and actually the color blonde works really well for me. I actually really enjoyed this, and I'm going to implement this into my routine. I think for next it's next week, right? Next week Shop My Stash, I'm going to bring this into it because I really want to use this more. Okay, so now we're moving into the choice products. So these next 3 products are the products that I personally selected to be curated into this box. So the first one that we're going to start with is this one, and this is called the Route the Party Peel, and it's a golden illuminizing peel. And this retails for $65. So when you take it out of the box, it does look like this. It's a very pretty package. I try to do a face peel every Saturday just to keep it in my routine, and because you don't want to overdo it and do it so much, but you do want to use them because they're really good for you. So I'm pretty familiar with face peels, right? And the thing with face peels are they're made with a ton of different acids. Typically, you don't want to leave face peels on your face longer than just a few minutes. So my beef with this product are there are absolutely no instructions on either the exterior packaging or the bottle. It does not tell you how to use it at all. So I'm just really scared that somebody that's not familiar with facial peels is going to get this and leave it on their face like a face mask and burn their face. And that is not cool. That kind of worries me. When I used it, I left it on my face for 2, maybe 3 minutes. And what happened was when I applied it, it was like a pure gold serum. And then within 30 seconds, it started bubbling up on my face. And I'm going to insert a picture of how it looks when it bubbles up. The thing is, when it starts bubbling up, you can actually feel the reaction taking place on your skin. So it feels really cool. I do enjoy this product a lot. So after a few minutes, when you rinse it off, you feel your skin it's just a renewed, refreshing feel. And my skin got a little bit tight from it, but I do like that feeling. So I was very happy with the results of this peel, and I am looking forward to using this again. I just would really prefer if they did put instructions, some manner on this packaging, because that's kind of dangerous if you're gonna have all these acids in your product and not tell anybody how to use it. The next product that I picked is this Olaplex No. 0 Intensive Bond Building Treatment. This product retails for $28, which is, you know, in line with all the other Olaplex products, and I do have some Olaplex already, so I do love this brand. So I was really excited to add to my Olaplex routine. This is a little bit odd because it says on the back right here that you're supposed to use this No. 0 treatment in conjunction with the No. 3 treatment. And I do not have the No. 3, so I don't know if you use this by itself, if it just doesn't work at all, or what. I'm gonna actually just not use this until I do invest in the No. 3 treatment because I want it to work the way it's supposed to work. But I did use it a little bit just to see if it would do anything. And one thing I did notice is that when you're supposed to apply it to dry hair, and when you do apply it to dry hair on your root part, it feels like you're applying nothing. So you have to be very careful that you don't go overboard, because you're gonna waste your product really fast because you're gonna apply way more than you need if you don't pay attention to how much you're actually applying. So in conclusion, yes, I do really like this. I didn't notice any results because I don't have the No. 3 treatment to use in conjunction with it, and just be very careful with how much you apply. And the last product that I picked is this Moon Oral Care with Kendall Jenner, and it's a teeth whitening pen, and it's in the flavor Vanilla Mint, and this retails for $20. I've talked a lot about how much I like to whiten my teeth. It's just a fun little pastime for me. I've never actually used a teeth whitening pen before. When this was supplied as a choice item, I was kind of excited to try it. And I have tried this brand before, so I'm kind of familiar with, you know, their line of products and everything, so I like them. But anyway, you click this bottom up until you see this gel come out. Like, it's kind of coming out already because I clicked it. And then you apply it to your teeth, and then you smile for 30 seconds. And then after 30 seconds, you can close your mouth, and you're not supposed to eat or drink for 30 minutes. And you can apply this up to 2 times per day. And, you know, I can't tell you any results from it because it's going to take like a month of consistent use with it. But I will tell you that after you close your mouth from the 30 seconds, letting the product saturate into your teeth, it does kind of burn. So if you don't like that burning sensation, you will not like this, but it does not bother me, so I like this pen. I will be using it twice a day. Now for my favorite item of the box, and it's really kind of hard to pick because I really liked everything in this box, but I think I'm gonna go with the Route Party Peel, because I don't have very many peels in my collection, and this one worked just fantastic, and I love it. And for my least favorite item, I am going to have to go with this Rhode Isle Pink Diamond Cleansing Balm, just because it's such a pain in the butt to get out of this packaging that it makes me almost not want to use it at all. So be sure and comment below and tell me what you liked best out of my box and what you didn't like at all. I think that would be a fun conversation to have. So now let's talk about the overall experience. Shipping. My shipping was good. I got my box on May 13th, 2021. I like to get my boxes before the 20th of every month, so they're right on schedule for that. And I didn't feel like I was missing out while everybody else was unboxing theirs and I didn't have mine, so everything was good with shipping. As far as product balance, we received 3 makeup, 3 skincare, 1 hair care, and 1 teeth hygiene. So it was very well balanced in my opinion. I prefer boxes to be makeup heavy, but I don't mind getting a little skincare, a little hair care, you know, a little bit of everything as long as it's well balanced. I hate getting all skincare boxes unless I'm subscribed specifically to a skincare box. The next topic I always like to mention is brand names versus new brands. That means how many of the brands in this box did I know versus how many did I get introduced to. In this box, I knew 88% of the brands, and my benchmark is 50%. That means I like to be able to know about 50% of the brands inside my box, and in this box, I did recognize 88% of the brands, so that is great. My overall box value was $385. My percent value savings is 86%, meaning I saved 86% just by subscribing to this box. If I went to buy all these products separately, I would have paid 86% more. So I'm gonna give this overall box rating, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed every single product in here, minus the Rhode Isle packaging, but the product is great. Everything just impressed me. I love the brands, I love the curation, the choice items were awesome, and everything just was very impressive. Lastly, I want to mention you should recycle, reuse, or repurpose all of your packaging materials. You can also recycle the foam, compost the box. There are many different ways you can use your shipping materials, so be sure to do that. Less waste is better. And that is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you didn't like this video, hit the thumbs down button. And until next time, bye.